Hi, how are you guys doing? I hope you are doing very well. And if you are new here to my channel, then hi, hello, how are you? My name is Banhisekha. I'm that cool auntie that never got married, drinks a lot, has lots of cats, and family loves her. So I am a dummy. I have learned makeup all by myself, just by trial and error method. And I want other people like me who are not, pro, who are just into makeup, who just got into makeup just now and loving the process of makeup but still are dummies just like me. So this series is basically called, as you know, Makeup for Dummies, and I am going to elaborate every process and I'm going to talk about makeup as if we are all in kindergarten school. Well, if I talk about eyeshadow, I could just simply upload a random eyeshadow video like do this look, do that look, with or testing of this palette or that palette or office look or this look, that look, which I am going to do. I'm not denying that I'm not ever going to do that. I will do. But I always thought that you need to know, or we need to know, the reason behind wearing eyeshadow. Like, why the F we are putting some random colors on our eyes? What does it do? And you could follow the same look that I'm doing by using just that color. And if I wear some eyeshadow look that you don't have the color or you don't have the same palette, then you will think like, oh, what do we do now? Where is this look going? What do I do? Then you go for jugaad and you still don't find those colors. But if you know why they are putting those eyeshadows in their eyes, why they are layering those particular colors, how are they blending so much, and you have seen also that most beauty gurus use tons and tons of brushes, different palettes, etc, but many of us don't have it. Like, for example, I'm a broke bitch and I don't have tons and tons of brushes and I don't have many eyeshadow palettes. Trust me, I only have 2 eyeshadow palettes. Can you believe it? Yeah, I'm not lying here. Like, I really don't have any money. I have 3 eyeshadow brushes and 2 eyeshadow palettes. With that, I create all type of look. And how and why? So whenever, at least it happens with me, whenever I try to follow any beauty guru or any of their looks, my first question used to be, okay, I don't have that color, or oh, I don't have that brush. Where do we go? But if you understand the psychology or why we wear eyeshadow in the first place, you will not be stuck with any eyeshadow look ever. Once you understand the basic funda behind eyeshadow wearing game, every time your eyeshadow will look snatched, and you can work with any brush, any eyeshadow palette. Eyeshadow wearing is basically equivalent of contouring. Yeah, you heard it right. It's contouring. Eyeshadow is basically contouring, nothing else. Wearing eyeshadow, or purpose of wearing eyeshadow, is basically enhancing all the beautiful curves that you already have in your eyes, just like your cheekbone and hollow of the cheek and nose. Who even thought about that, right? So if you look at the shape of the eye, this area we have, it's called crease. This part is called brow bone, and this part is called eyelids. All the eyes in this world, their shapes and how they're placed are very much different. Even your 2 eyes, even they don't look the same. For example, some people have extremely hooded lids. Some people have beautiful crease area like Jacqueline Hill, Raw Beauty Christie. In Hollywood, we have Penelope Cruz. And in India, we have deep set eyes. Sushmita Sen, Radhika Apte, they have deep set eyes. But at the same time, Aishwarya Rai doesn't have deep set eyes. she has hooded eyes. Priyanka Chopra has semi-hooded eyes. I have very small lid area, like I open my eyes and my lid and I have this extra meat here. Extra meat and wrinkle around my eyes. That's how my eye is. I was born with it. Some people have, like most Northeast Asian people and Northeast Indian people, many of them have monolids, and monolids, I find monolids very beautiful. Why I'm telling all this about all these eye shapes? My goal is here to tell you that no matter what type of eye shapes you have, your goal is to contour that eye. Your goal is to contour that particular eye shape so that all the curves and all the beauty of your eye gets enhanced. Now, if you look in your eyes, if you touch your eyes, you would see this area has a curve. This place goes back in the space and our brow bone comes forward in the space. So we can make our depth look more deep and forward place look more forward, defined and illuminated. So that's our basic goal. And if you don't know how to find your curves or which are your curves, just stand in front of a mirror where there is a light source, look sideways, turn your head in different directions. Now see, when you turn your face in sideways or in different direction, look closely where the light and shadows are hitting your eyes. Which are the curves? Where is the light? Where is the shadow? Which place is coming forward? Which place is going backward? And that's how you will notice that which is your depth area and which is your forward area that needs to be illuminated. Then there are opposite parts of the lids. These are also in depth. We can call them inner corner and outer corner. Now let's talk about lower lash line. It is also different for different people. For example, my lower lash line is always wrinkly and deep set. I was born with these wrinkles. Trust me, even in my childhood pictures, oh god, I have dark circle and very wrinkly eyelid and lower lash line. So that means my whole eye area is severely wrinkly. It's not like, at first I used to think that, oh, this must be the problem of concealer or powder or this and that. Then I saw my childhood pictures and I find out that I used to have these same wrinkles when I was 2 or 3 years old. So there's no way that any amount of concealer or anything is going to take this away. Rather, the more product I will apply on it, the more wrinkly it will look. So I just let it be. What I can do now that I wear eyeshadow on lower lash line too, so that it looks like it's a whole eye. My lower lash line is not a different part of my face or it's connected with the same eyeshadow look. So, and it also gives it a round shape whenever I put eyeshadow under my lower lash line. It kind of looks wholesome. Plus, with those colors and shadows that I create with that, I can literally hide some of the wrinkles that I have under my eyes. So basically, we are going to create depth, because when we apply any type of base makeup, we are actually flattening that space in order to make it a clear canvas. We wear eyeshadow to make our eyes look more three-dimensional, giving it more power and making it more expressive. So these are the logic behind wearing eyeshadows. Now, whenever you buy an eyeshadow palette, always look for something which are the mid-tones, which are the lightest tones, which are glitters and which are the dark tones. Now, if you are wearing a nude smoky glowy eye, if you are going for that, this is a nude palette from Swiss Beauty. So as you can see, I have done a very simple, almost washed out smoky brown glow, but at the same time it looks very natural. So if you are going for this type of look, or if you are going for any look like pink, purple, green, blue, whatever look you are going for, start with mid-tone. Always look for mid-tone. How to know a good eyeshadow palette is basically if you can find a mid-tone, a dark tone, and a complementary glitter tone just in a same palette. As for beginners, we are not pro artists and we cannot mix and match with 10,000 different palette. Neither we have it because we are broke. When you are buying something with your money, and if you are buying, especially buying a nude palette, go for this pattern that you have to find a mid-tone, you have to find a dark tone, then you have to find shimmer or glitter that complements these two mid-tone and dark tone, and you are good to go. I am taking this all over shadow brush. See, this brush is big. This will cover a huge area of my eye, and with this mid-tone we will create a light base, a wash of color. Now always take very little amount of shadow. Start with very little amount of shadow, then tap it off, then apply it, because if you apply very huge amount of shadow at the first go, maybe it will be tough to handle it and you can't be blending it properly. So let's not take risk. Let's just take very light amount of product at first. Then with a second go or third go, at least when you think that, oh, now it's okay, now here I want to stop, you stop there. Take a shade slightly darker than this one and change the brush if you have any. If you have an extra brush with you, try a slightly small brush, a smaller brush than before. So take a shade slightly darker than this one. Take time and blend properly. Often not having various different type of brush or the base makeup like a good eye primer, etc., or the quality of the shadow palette is the reason that why your shadow is not blending properly or it doesn't look like it's from Instagram. First of all, most Instagram shadow pictures that you see, they are heavily edited with Photoshop, with Facetune. But at the same time, I would say don't beat yourself up on the fact that, oh, my shadow is not blending, oh, this and that. Like any art, it takes time, it takes practice and patience. And remember, there's always room to improve. So we are done for today. It's actually a very small video, I think. I don't know, maybe I hope you have learned a lot. I hope you have understood the reasons behind eyeshadows. I am telling you this so that you don't ever have to be confused after watching a beauty tutorial like, oh, how is she doing? How is that palette? I need that palette. I need that brush. No, you don't need anything. You can even wear eyeshadows with your fingers after you know how you wear it and how to create what to create. It's all up to you. Don't beat yourself on this or like, oh, I don't have this palette or I don't have that brush. Chill. Makeup is fun. Makeup is supposed to be fun. Don't complicate it. If you want more these type of videos for dummies, and if you think this video was helpful, if you like this post-mortem version of eyeshadow tutorial, then please like, share, subscribe. Bye.